Can you solve all these cultural anthropology questions? The scientific study of mankind.
On track. Anthropology is the correct answer.
The systematic study of language.
Strong choice. Linguistics is the right answer.
The study of material remains of cultures.
Great thinking. Archaeology is the right choice.
An early Greek cultural anthropologist was.
Bravo. Herodotus is the answer.
Which of the following is not a field of anthropology?
Valid point. Sociological is true. Economic anthropology is a main branch of anthropology.
Nicely done. False is a solid answer. The real foundation of American anthropology was laid by.
Correct response. Franz Boas is the most accurate answer.
Dash is one of the fields of study in sociocultural anthropology.
Well reasoned. Anthropology of symbols is the correct choice. Shamanic practices are within the scope of cultural anthropology.
You're right. Not given is the correct answer.
This subfield studies human biological variation in time and space. Excellent. Biological anthropology is a brilliant choice. According to E.B. Tyler, what are the 3 stages of cultural evolution? Right choice. Savagery, barbarism, civilization is the best answer.
The relationship of cultures to their immediate physical environment is called.
Great job. Cultural ecology is the accurate answer.
One of the aims of cultural anthropology is to gather information about nature.
You chose false? And it is correct. Cultural anthropology studies the similarities and differences among dash societies. Nice selection. Both of them is the correct and valid answer. The degree to which the parts of a culture form a consistent and interrelated whole.
Correct. Cultural integration is the right answer.
This theory believes that each society has its own particular historical development.
Excellent choice. Historical particularism is the right answer.
According to Lewis Henry Morgan, how many stages of cultural evolution did he propose? Well picked. 6 stages is the correct answer. Cultural anthropology asks whether human emotions are universal or culturally specific. Exactly. True makes sense. This subfield studies language in its social and cultural context across space and over time. Smart pick. Linguistic anthropology is the correct choice. Analyzing and explaining different cultures in comparison to one another or to themselves is called. Good job. Ethnology works well here. The dynamic interrelationship between man and the material and cultural components of his environment. Perfect. Cultural ecology is the correct choice. A detailed, written description of a culture resting on actual interaction with that culture is known as.
You got it. Your choice ethnography is right.
Beliefs and actions of people can only be evaluated within the context of their own cultures is known as.
Sharp thinking. Cultural relativism is the right choice.
This theory maintained that societal change occurs when societies borrow cultural traits from one another.
solid response. Diffusionism is a valid choice.
This theory sees society as a complex system whose parts work together to promote solidarity and stability.
Well done. Functionalism is the right choice.
According to cultural materialism, which level explains the ideologies, beliefs, art, and symbols of a society? Nice work. You chose superstructure and it is correct. It is the study of culture through the interpretation of the meaning of symbols, values, and beliefs in society.
Good thinking. Symbolic anthropology is the right answer.
This theory is basically materialistic. It assumes that the systems of producing material goods influences and shapes society.
Clear logic. Your choice Marxist anthropology is sound.
This theory focuses on discovering and describing the structural principles of specific culture by detailed ethnographic data analysis.
Right again. Ethnoscience is a valid answer.
The key factors in and determinants of socio-cultural evolution are the infrastructures that include technology, environment, and material conditions.
Smart move. Cultural materialism is an accurate answer.
How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format.
Smart pick. Contact Narayan Changder is the correct choice.